Right, let's get a couple housekeeping things set up. All right. All right. Alrighty. So I am picking up kind of where we left off on the trivia game. On Saturdays, last time I worked on this, and we worked on putting some extra finishing touches and other functionality in the trivia game, which runs on this screen. Maybe we can get it plugged in here. And I guess we're probably going to want to like this orientation, if I recall right. Unplug, not connect, not connect. Different? That seemed like it. Okay. We made this version, which runs on this little 1.8-inch screen. That doesn't really help now, does it? Well, not really a great angle for the light to catch it off of, but go like that for now. And one of the last things I talked about was wanting to... Oh, that's interesting. What's going on there? Huh. Entertainment cartoon? Something is weird in that one there. Huh. Not sure what that was about. One of the last things I talked about, though, we talked about maybe making these things scroll, or like once you get into the game, it also shows you the category along the top there. Stuff like that. A couple of the categories were too long, and I was talking about using a bigger screen. I have a bigger screen on the way, but I also took a little trip to my local Micro Center where they stock some Adafruit parts, and they actually had this one in stock, and I had some gift cards, so I went ahead and got one of these to try plugging in here before the other one comes in. This one's 2.4-inch TFT breakout. Have the page for it pulled up here. Oh, I have the circuit diagram pulled up. Somewhere back here is the page. And they actually have two of these. They have one that's resistive, which is what this one is, and they have another one which is capacitive, which I thought was really neat. And I actually ordered the capacitive one, so I have that coming. I think my plan will be to use the capacitive one in the final project, but I figured I could hook up this one and then at least work on the UI, because these two screens are the same size, I believe. 2.8 inches, 320 by 240. So I think we can work on that without needing to actually have the other one here to hook up. That's what I'm going to do. We need to get this plugged in, wired up, change out the driver to load for this screen. And then theoretically everything else will just work, but we'll see. Maybe we see what hurdles we run into along the way. One thing I'm going to do is just, before I do anything else, just copy CodePy as display.io, trivia display.io, small screen, maybe just small. Because we're going to rewrite it and we're going to have to change the way the screen gets initialized and the size, stuff like that. It'll be nice to be able to revert back if we wanted to. So, kind of have a lot of translations and things to make here. How's it going, Johnny? Good afternoon. We pretty much need, we're going to need mostly the same wires, I believe. But probably these things are going to be in a different order. Let's pull up also Pico W pinout, which is what I'm using. Can I just see the image, please? I should save this, huh? So if I recall right, I think we used SPI 0. We're like all the way upside down from our USB is facing down, so SPI 0 is kind of these pins up here for some of them. CK, PX, and RX, I think are what are plugged in here. Next to our stemma, and we've got a couple more that go back to this one. Should probably pull up the wiring we did on that one as well. Just want to refer back to this. Those are way down here towards the end, and it's, I guess, some of it's like backlight. Interesting, we're not using SPI 0 CS. Monday is Funday now. Yeah, for sure. Monday is Funday. In my world, for sure, yeah, because I get to work on CircuitPython all day Mondays. So, pip select DSLI reset pin. Used 15, 14, 13. GPIO 15, 14, 13. It was an odd choice since it's on SPI 1. Would it not have been better to use SPI 0 CS for the chip select? Maybe I'm missing something about how that works. So 8 and 9, I think that's our I2C bus. Nope, 11 and 10. Okay, 10 and 11. Sorry. Okay. How many numbers? GP 10 and 11. It's the I2C bus we used. There's a blank row after that. So 12 is unused, and then we used 13, 14, and 15 for reset DC CS. Select DC reset. There is a light. A pin that says light, L-I-T-E, but it's not wired. Which does seem odd to me. Didn't we need the backlight? Maybe, I mean, I guess we didn't. Did we not use the backlight on this one? I suppose we didn't. Okay. Okay, so let's jump in here. I think for one thing though, let's copy this. GIMP. Rotate. -90. Because that's how mine is going to be physically oriented. Okay, so I'm gonna, I think, just unplug it while we do the wiring. Take this one out. Be nice to have that one pulled up as well. So we had 2 power. Can I spawn these into like multiple windows? So we don't need 2 powers in this one. We only need 1 power. So let's just get rid of our... And our power is going to be on the far right next to the ground, which is kind of the same as it is here. So let's get rid of this power up here. This wire. And we basically have ground power blank. Although we might need to use that 3VO. I think by default it's in not spy mode, and I didn't solder the jumpers. We need to connect some of those things, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, or maybe I'll run and solder it, we'll see. Ground power, blank, clock, miso, mosi. Which is not the same at all on this one. Does use clock. Does use the same colors. Green for clock, yellow for mosi, orange for miso. Orange, green, yellow. So get to just unplug all of these to start with, but I think we got to clear out some room here. So I'm going to unplug these. Unplug this. Unplug these 3, and these are... Oh, they were our spy bus. I just unplugged them. So now we get to play the game of which wire was orange and which wire was yellow. So after clock comes transmit. Transmit, I think, would be mosi. Of course, we unplugged it, so we can't see the code. Nice. It's doing the thing where it doesn't connect. Why does it do the thing where it doesn't connect? Fuck mosi. EP3 mosi. EP3, yeah. Okay. Mostly is yellow, and yellow comes after green. After that. Select, reset, and PC. So we have basically one blank. We have our power, we have our ground and then power, then one blank and clock. Then orange yellow is miso mosi. I think for ground, I'm actually just gonna jump this straight over to here. Ultimately jump to there anyway through this jumper down at the end, so. So then we need chip select. I should have copied the code. Oh, this is annoying because that's gonna go away. I wish that would cache. Okay, put this in here, that way we can refer back to it while our Pico is unplugged, because that's gonna help figure out which pin is what. How many tabs open here? Okay. So we said reset, right? Reset was the next one. No, CS. CS, which is maroon in this, but the color doesn't really matter. CS, we used pin UP15. Which is last one. Green in our case. DC next. We used 14. Would just be the next one up. Yep. That is orange. Then the last one must be the remaining one, which is reset. Use 13. Ground power space. Block, miso, mosi, CS, DC, reset. And those are all the pins except so 3VO is the one we skipped, and we need to connect IM1, IM2, and IM3 to it. Which are down on this end. IM0, 2, 1. I can actually see it. 3, okay. 0, 1, 2, 3. It basically starts at 0. It's farthest that way. On this side, 1 is next. 2 is after that. 3 is after that. IM3. So we're doing 1, 2, and 3. That thing go. We're doing 1, 2, and 3. We're connecting them all to 3 volts, which we're just going to use the 3VO pin. I'm going to say this wire goes into the 3VO, which is going to be here. And I'll just jump it down to this side somewhere. We'll add some wires in a minute. Okay, it's unplugged. I'm gonna plug this in, but I am almost certain I'm not gonna be able to do it on camera because I'm gonna have to get better leverage to push it in here, so I have to get closer to me here. Line up ground. There we go. We had ground power. We have our 3-volt out, which we're just jumped up to here. We got clock, MISO, MOSI, CS, DC, reset. We don't currently have anything on light, and we're not using the touchscreen, so we don't have anything on the touchscreen pins. We now need to tie IM1, IM2, and IM3 all up to this 3 volts from the 3VO. Oh, more wires. But I have enough reds for that, fortunately. Got a red and 2 oranges. Be good enough. So 0 is the 3rd pin, 1 is the 4th pin. Actually, I'm just gonna have to pull this out here, sorry. Better look at it straight on. M1, M2, M3. I wonder why it's 3 things that have to connect. These are going back to 3VO. Okay. Okay, so let's plug this in. Back to doing the thing where we don't show up. Oh wow, that's actually running our code. Not very well, but wow. The driver must be similar enough that our code actually does something. We probably shouldn't let it run like that for too long. That's not what it's supposed to be doing. So code, this will be display trivia display large. And then I actually want to just delete all of this. Copy this one. Oops. And then we should just have to swap out the pins, I think. module. Ah, there we are. Sweet. Now, into trivia large, can use this display. Don't think we'll need the rotation anymore. We could get rid of the old display driver import. And then theoretically, the rest of this just works. Now, it'll still be cramped, most likely. Not as bad as it could be. I will say the brightness makes it tough. Neither of those really looks brighter than the other. So it's not really possible to tell which one has focus. Oh yeah, okay, I can see it if I look straight on, but it's really, really faint. We just have the brightness set low, or we get control over the brightness? Zero point zero. Brightness not adjustable. Okay. In that case, we will use colors that are more distinct. See, where's that at? That's in, I guess it would be in the button press, in the blue button press on the setup state. Still not that big of a difference, honestly. Although maybe yeah, I can see it in person now. To the naked eye, it's not that bad. Where do we set the colors the initial time? Let's go ahead and make these variables. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely got a lot better contrast. The angle it comes through here is also not the best, and the way the lighting is and everything. Better or worse? It's different, really. Not really better or worse. I guess it's a little bit better. I think, unfortunately, the LEDs from there, just the screen brightness is also... Okay. So it looks like all of our categories fit now. Oh, we have an ampersand there that needs to be converted. Uh-oh. Memory error. Uh-oh. We have less memory because we have a bigger display, but we don't really have, like... I don't really have, like, a bitmap that's the size of the display. I guess the display driver itself could be bigger? Might be in trouble there. 15? Touch questions. 19. You get data trivia. Memory error. Hmm. 336, that one just worked though. Did I select more than 10 questions? Here's 2 more questions with spaces in them. 2 more answers, I should say. Yeah. Or I guess the category being long means that the JSON would be longer? I don't know. National Security Agency? Feels like a post 9/11 thing, but I suppose they were spying before that too. 52. What is the area of Vatican City? Not very big. Floral Shop. Macintosh Plus. So one thing is, we probably have enough room for our category, but we're not actually showing the whole thing. "2016 in Long Beach, California, Skrillex received Mothership set piece revived." Sure. Brutal Legend. Jack Black? I don't know. I've never heard of that before, but that sounds like a Jack Black thing. Capital of Slovenia? I don't know. How many states are in Australia? 6. Color cannot be produced in roses even through genetic alteration. Blue, brown, black, orange. I feel like I've seen all of those except brown. Blue, okay. When was the PlayStation 3 released? November 26? Singer is portrayed by Bruce Campbell in Bubba Hotep. I don't know. Johnny Cash? Elvis Presley? 2002? Let's go Johnny Cash. Nope, Elvis Presley. Game over, score 4. Play again. So I wonder, why did it... Is it just using a longer... Be nice if we could hold down, scroll through this. So I realize I don't have the buttons in frame, but if we try this one, which is longer, do we get that memory error? No? Then we had 43808. Actually more, is it? Yeah, that's way more than last time. Should we just garbage collect before we get to here, maybe? And hope we didn't have enough. I'll try 10 questions. Try this one, which is a long category. I have a lot, 88,000, 88K. I don't know how we ran out that one time. Memory error? Maybe it was not actually memory out of memory. Maybe it was somehow something reports itself as a memory error when it's not. I don't know. I think on this screen we even have enough room potentially to get some scale action going on. Like at least maybe the question and the answers. The category and the number I think are less important. We could leave those at 1 scale. I don't think that's too bad. I think we want to divide that by 2 now since we're on scale 2. See if that makes big questions. Yeah. Move it down a bit also. And let's also do scale 2 on the answers. And I think we kind of do the same thing here where we want that over 2, and then our height, actually we want is that right? No, I think we would keep this, we keep the same width. But our height should be bigger. Heights should be maybe twice as big. I guess 88 would want to be here also. Which one of these is not an album released by the Beatles? So that looks like we got room for maybe 5 or 6 lines. And then we probably don't have room still to do the 2x2 down here, which is what we originally were looking at, because Magical Mystery Tour might not fit. Like, it's over halfway, so it wouldn't fit. So then it's like, how many questions? Do we think we're going to have questions that are more than 5 full lines? The other thing is we could also choose a different font. Like, I chose the sort of lazy way to scale here. I'm just doing scale 2. Everything's exactly twice as big. What we could do is we could load an actual custom font, and we can set that custom font like between these two sizes, right? It could be, you know, 3/4 as big as this. It could be bigger than the small one, but smaller than this. That's certainly an option. We want to do that right away? Yeah, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. One place I like to go to look for fonts is this page. A bunch of open source fonts. I don't know if any of them will fit for what we're doing here. Rowdy Book Letter, that might be a good trivia font. Oh, I don't know about the I for the 1 though. Not down with that too much. I like the rest of the glyphs, but I don't really care for the I as the 1 there. Hmm. Linden Hill. It's a better looking one. Yeah, try this one. It's the command for converting. I don't do this often enough. OTF to BDF. Options, and then font file. So we definitely want an output file. Point size 12. Yeah, let's start with 12 and see what that looks like. And we have a BDF file. However, that BDF file is 47K. Bigger. 55K. Like that probably didn't go right then. -O. ECF file name. If input Linden Hill. Oops. Rept, it's just not the right format. What came out 155K? I thought it was usually smaller though. Misremembering? See if we have enough RAM. We might be back around to RAM trouble if we try and load this font. Yeah, nice. And then we could maybe get rid of the scale too, though. That's the other thing, is like, if we've got a font that's a little bit bigger by default, then we don't need to use the scale too. Does hippopotamus mean in what language? Oh, our over 2 thing is now weird again. That's our wrap text inside of show cur question. I don't actually want that anymore. These is not the name. Ooh, it's a little bit slower. You load the font. This is not the name of an album released by Miami-based producer. I don't know. I wonder if this would be any better if we went auto refresh false. Auto refresh true. Basically, like, if we don't really want to refresh the display if we're not done changing all the text for all the question and answers, right? If we wait until all of the labels have been updated, then we could save some updates that are happening while we're still trying to write more stuff. Yeah, that seemed to load faster. This is much smaller, much less text though. We'll see. How many colors are there in the rainbow? Roy G. Biv, ROYGBI7. Color orange is named after the fruit. I don't know. No? Maybe? No? What ingredients are required to make a cake in Minecraft? Milk? Eggs? Sugar? And wheat? Eggs? Sugar, egg, wheat. I think it's 2. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Oh. So because we don't update the display, that means we also don't reset the colors. Which we do actually want to do. Otherwise, I don't know if this is just, it must be coincidental. I think it's coincidental, but it's also giving us the correct answer in this case. Makes for kind of a not quite as fun trivia game. You know, I keep meaning to scoot this one over and I keep forgetting to do it. Category label, game category label. This one, anchor point 1.0. Is it because we're changing it? Oh, I see. We're artificially splitting it. I see. French sculptor designed the Statue of Liberty. Got another one of these escape things. I don't know. Nice. Start of a standard game of Monopoly. If you throw a double six, what square should you land on? All double six is 12. 10 would get you to the end of the first line, so 12 would get you to the... one of the pink ones? Or it's... okay, it's not one of the colors, it's a... Unity Chess Chance Waterworks Electric Company. It could be... I think it's Electric Company on that side. Yeah. To the following Arab countries do not have a flag that contains only pan-Arab colors? I don't know. I don't know what the pan-Arab colors are. Our category is working now as well, or it's right aligned. We'll have to see if we get one that's too long. For the following Pokemon games released first. I don't know. Black? I think black's pretty old. Nope, crystal. When you cry in space, your tears stick to your face? I have no idea. I mean, I guess it would do whatever your sweat does. Does sweat... I mean, I had never considered this before, but I guess gravity is what makes it beat up and fall off, so... I mean, stick to your face? I don't... not like sticky. I guess, yeah, I guess so. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Male Salandit can evolve to Salazzle. I don't know. Go false because the last one was true. Bugatti was an Italian car manufacturer. It was. Sure. No, motorcycles? Do they make cars also? False. They make motorcycles. Which of these characters wasn't a villain in a Club Penguin? I don't even know what that is. Ah, nice. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Siege. What organization is the Valkyrie from? I don't know. It's probably one of the first two. Number 2. Nope, Navy SEALs. Okay, I was going to say it's probably not a real one, but the following is not a passive electrical component. Capacitor, resistor, transistor, inductor. Passive component. Capacitor, resistor, I think are passive. Inductor? I don't know what's inductor. It sounds passive. It sounds like it would just be manipulating the signal, so I guess Transistor not passive because you're like flipping a thing back and forth. Nice. 7, not too bad. Let's get one of the long ones. Let's try, I guess, let's try more too. Let's see if we can push it and get the memory error. Oh. Okay, we can. We didn't even make it to, fetching. We could try... I wonder if it would help at all to garbage collect after the game is over. So that's when you press, right now it's the first button. When the state is in game over. I don't know if that will make any difference, honestly. I'm just gonna go through this one quick. I'm not gonna actually come up with real guesses. I will make this bigger. I will try a big category. I'm gonna do this one because it's the biggest one that's near the top. Oops. Oh, we do get the memory error. Maybe we... I don't know that I ever did test 30 questions. Maybe 30 questions is too much. Maybe it's too much JSON. We're at 20. Getting a lot of these things. Like we did get response 78K left. I'm free. Should be pretty good. This is one of the longer ones and we still have room for our number. If we had to, I guess we could split that top into 2 rows. Maybe push the question down a little bit more. In Dragon Ball Z, who is the first character to go Super Saiyan 2? I don't know. Goku, I guess? Nope. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna guess. I mean, I am gonna guess, but I'm not gonna actually guess. Wow. Apparently I should have been doing that sooner. Ah. Oh. There's our memory error. Maybe we shouldn't do 20 questions. Maybe we shouldn't allow more than 10. Maybe we should just go back to the stock font. I'm really surprised that the PCF came out bigger. Only 37K. $47. We save much at all to do it at size 6 instead of size 12. We could maybe, if there's like extra glyphs that we're not using, I guess we could cut them out. Really? Anything helpful in there? Clear, take up less space. Invert, coding, detach, and remove glyphs. coding. Element menu, bitmap strikes available. Element generate bitmap. Generate bitmap glyphs. Generate bitmap. Converted fonts outline. So no outline font. Right button. Choose one of the options from the list. Like a different font size, you can enter that into the other. To have saved anything. Save the. Doesn't give you like any success or failure or anything, it just disappears. Oh, there it is. Okay, that one's only 10K. 6K. Quite the savings. Oh, I didn't keep the number, or no, they're there. This probably needs a space after the colon or something. It's smaller? It seems smaller too. Untype object has no shift X. Alright, well that didn't load successfully. Probably... It must have tried to show a character that we deleted. Right. I mean, I guess we could try the BDF. The BDF is also like less than a third of the size. Maybe make a way to suppress those. Nope, still none type, no shift X. Is that a wrap text to pixels? Oh, maybe we didn't include the space. That's probably it, right? We probably don't have the space. Which one is space? Probably shouldn't have deleted that one. It's quite the process to go through, though. Doesn't have anything here anyway. symbol for space. That definitely finds that. Alright, well, it has an X there, but let's give it a try, I guess. I think I'm probably gonna head out after this. Can't do detach and remove this time. I guess maybe I gotta do the generate first. Still don't have that. Encoding detach and remove. Can't select it this time. I don't know what I did different. Move bitmap glyphs. I don't know. I think I'm giving up for now. Darker? Interesting. Okay, these are split apart a bit farther because we still had that scale 2 thing going on. We did fit 30. Did do alright with 30 questions. Oh. Is that a true false? might have a bug on true falses if you select one of the answers that's not 1 or 2. Yeah. I think it was a true false and I chose 3. We should probably make that just do nothing. That's probably what we want with that, but all right. I think I'm gonna call it a night for now, though. Got the new display in, got some of it reworked. It's looking pretty good. We experimented some with fonts. Maybe I'll come back around and try to find another font. Try to cut out some glyphs, make it small enough that we can load it. I don't know, maybe I'll go back to the scale too. Got a couple of options, but definitely like where it's headed, and I definitely like the amount of real estate we have on this screen. Also, it looks like it may be easier to end up mounting this one with its 4 sort of winged mount holes as well. And again, I've got a different one of these on order, which is coming, but it's the same board, I believe. It's just got a different touch overlay and different circuit and stuff, but I think the form factor is the same. So this would definitely make mounting into some kind of project box nice and easy. Honestly, a lot like the PyPortal was I did before. So that's the plan there. I'm gonna head out for now. Thank you to anybody watching. What is this? Warning, can't arrange something. Don't know what that was about. I think that was something from FontForge. We'll close that. 20 is the space. Usually no bitmap in the font. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Thanks to you as well, C. Grover. Hope everybody has a good night, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.